Hey guys, Josh here, and today I thought we'd take a look at another figure from the Brave series. This one's going to be over GaoGaiGar, and this is not the SRC figure just taken apart. This is actually the DX G-01, so this is the one that actually came back out in the 90s. You can get the Takara version, which is going to be extremely expensive, or you can go the Sonokone route that I did. I still had trouble finding this guy, because I've been trying to find him for about a year now. Finally found him for about $90 ship, which I thought was a really good price. If you can find it under 100, I'd probably jump on it just because I think it's a good figure. But hopefully at the end of this video, you can make that determination on your own. Now he is made up of Galleon, Drill Gao, Stealth Gao, and Liner Gao. Now, because I don't know or understand Japanese, I'm really not sure what they're saying in the anime, and I've watched a few of them. I can just tell you that I love the robots in it, and that's why I think most of us watch them, or even Transformers back in the day, because obviously their stories were pretty flawed, as you've seen on some of the episode reviews that we've done. But the first guy that we're going to take a look at is Galleon. He's basically the main body part here. He's the only one that can transform into a robot. All the other ones are basically those modes. They can attach in several different places on Galleon here, and I'll show those to you as well to kind of serve as weapons. But they don't transform into little miniature robots themselves, which I think that would have been kind of cool, but they would have been a little pathetic. Back here, you can definitely see that these back leg sections right here become his human or robot legs, but this came out in the late 90s, so I guess you kind of got to give it a pass, even though there were a lot of Beast War figures that were probably a little bit better transformation than this, but a lot of them didn't combine and have all the features that this guy does. But overall, I think he looks pretty decent. Now, he does have quite a bit of articulation. Here, he has a joint, and you see that you can kind of put those legs however you want, so you can put them at different angles. You also have kind of a knee joint. It's a little bit low for me to call it a knee joint. I was watching Victory Saber's review on this, and I think he called it a calf joint or something like that. But you also have rotation here, which comes into a little bit better play whenever he's in his robot form. And you also have a little bit of toe articulation. Now, he can bend at the waist, and he also has all this arm articulation, which I'll cover in robot mode as well. Basically, it can go back and forth here, go in and out, so you could just have them just like so if you wanted, or you can kind of have them out like that. I just kind of like that stance a little bit better. I can go, bend here at the elbow, and the paws can go up and down. His mouth can close, and it can open. There's really no in between there. But just wanted to show that off, make sure everything's focused. Let's go ahead and get him transformed. The very first thing that I'm going to do is just make sure all this is back straight. Just click that one down, bring that back around, click that one down there. This section here, we're going to pull up, put that tail section in, and fold these up. Go ahead and push that down, straighten the legs out. You can close that. Rotate here at the waist. And with this line head section, you just come down, this way. Comes down like this and rotates. And then with the arms, you can just come around with those. Pull these back, reveals his hand, which doesn't have any holes there. You just kind of have to see that there's little knuckles, fingers there. And then with the head, sometimes it has a little bit of trouble clicking into place. You can pop that open. Click that into place. There you go. Okay, now taking a look at Galleon in its robot form. I think it looks nice. It has a ton of articulation. It's just really, really white to me. Wish they would have added, some more stickers. It looks like, there's places right here that you could have added stickers here on the side. But unfortunately, the only places we got it were here on the shoulders. And whenever you flip this little flap out, whenever he's in his Tiger or GaoGaiGar mode, he's got a sticker there on the side. Other than that, he's only got a little bit of paint here on each side. The gold there for his lion's head, and what he does have here at the face, which the face sculpt quite nice. I do dig it. But let's go ahead and go over articulation real quick, and we'll go ahead and take a look at some of the gimmicks that this guy has. He can rotate his head 360 degrees. These will go 360. They can go in and out as well. He can bend here at the elbow. He can rotate here at his waist. He can go 360. You just have to make sure that that little paw thing doesn't catch here on this little butt pack here. His legs, he can go front, he can go back. This thing, it just gets in the way, so it kind of hinders him a little bit. He can rotate here, and he can bend down here. I know I was Victory Saber, he was saying that this is kind of like a calf joint instead of a knee joint. I can also, rotate his toes, but not really a big deal. Now, one thing that I did want to show off is, you can make this guy, some pretty cool poses if you like rotate here, maybe rotate there, just kind of looking to the side, and that looks better than him just standing straight up, all narrow looking and awkward. Alright, for the first add-on gimmick, you're basically going to take Galleon and Stealth Gal, and you need to get his arms kind of in a certain situation. So they're going to go back like this, put his butt back down, bend his elbows forward, and then these two back sections right here are going to connect, which way did it go? I forgot. They're going to connect in these two slots right here. So it'll fit just like so, and I guess you could maybe slide your hand up in there, whatever. It looks a little silly. Now, it's not back heavy, which is nice, so you can pose them like that, but I don't know why anyone would buy that and do that. I think it's just the worst one. I do like his second gimmick, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Alright, and finally take a look at the last gimmick with Galleon. We're basically going to take Drill Gal, which normally would go on his legs to serve as GaoGaiGar, but this little gimmick is going to be used as a weapon, and it's going to go on his fist. So what you're going to do is take these two drills, separate them just like so. These will fold over the top. And you can see that there's a little panel here to the side. Now you can see there's a hole there, and there's also like a little thing there, which will basically fit in these little hole things sections. So you just kind of have to line everything up. If I can get it in there. And there we go. So there's the first one, and let me get this one over here. Now it makes them a little bit top heavy. I think I got that one on there good. But you can also put them in some pretty cool stance. Let me see. You rotate this limb here, rotate that. Maybe even bend this forward a little bit. I'm trying to get him to where he doesn't fall over. There we go. That's probably the best I'm going to be able to do. But in my opinion, he doesn't. Alright, finally, time to get this guy in his combined mode and make him GaoGaiGar. First thing that we're going to do is take this back section here, lift that up, pull these panels out to the side, and that will fold down just like so. Next thing we're going to do is rotate here at the waist. These arms, just kind of put those out to the side because you're going to make those straight. Break these apart and bend these back around. And just make sure that those lay down flat right up against his back so you can put the Stealth Gal there on the back. Next thing that we're going to do is collapse his feet. And basically he is done. You can just leave his head just like so. Next thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and take these hands off here. Now you can do the transformation where they kind of stay on there. It's a little difficult and I really don't want to mess with it just because I'm doing a video. We're going to take Drill Gal, separate them here. And what we're going to do is slide this back. This is going to be forward, so heel spur, his foot. Then with this section, you're going to come out all the way and just lay that down. Go ahead and do the other foot. Pull that out, pull this forward, and that'll slide down just like so. This ugly side is obviously going to be the inside, and all the cool details going to be on the outside. And you just slide that in. Do the same with that. You can pose his legs a little bit better, but I'll get that into that toward the end. Next thing that we're going to do is attach Stealth Gal here. So we're going to raise this part up, and those two sections right there that we used earlier, they're going to basically come and snap onto these side sections. So there we go with that. You can bring these around, and you can see that those come up to the side of the line. I love the way that line head looks. Pull down the GaoGaiGar head. Go ahead and take Liner Gal. I just want to make sure we're still focused. And you're going to slide him through this section here, as you can see there. And this is what I was talking about with his stickers. You want to be very careful. Get through there, buddy. Alright. And whenever he's about halfway, you just start clicking him up. And to where it won't go anymore. So he just basically bends there at the middle. Then down here, you'll have these two arm sections. I can get to them. There we go. And you take whichever hand goes where, and just slide those on. Do the same with this one. And there you have it. Now he does have a little bit of articulation, but I do want to give you guys a 360 so you can see him in full. Just looks absolutely incredible. I like the gold up here, here at the knees. He looks so much better, and now you see why he had, Galleon had so much white. Because when he looks in this mode, I mean, the red, the black, it all ties in really well together. But I'll just give you guys a 360. Incredible figure. I do have some comparisons for you towards the end as well. Now, as far as his legs, remember you can rotate there at the knee. So I just kind of face them out a little bit just so they're not all, I don't know, real G1 looking, like they're not separated at all. So I just kind of turn them a little bit like that. If you pull up on the waist section, you can kind of separate his legs a little bit as well. So I think that's a lot better stance for him. But other than that, he can't bend at the knee. He can just rotate right here. The legs he can still go, front and back with. Really doesn't, help you do anything else as far as posing because he just fall over. But with the arm section, this part right here can rotate here at the train. You can also go in and out. You can bend 90 degrees here at the wrist. No head articulation, unfortunately. But I believe he can still rotate at the waist. Yeah, he can still rotate at the waist a little bit there. So not too bad for a very, very large figure. Now he did come with one weapon in this mode. And this is his dividing driver. Now the negative that I have with this should have been gold. They did it on the SRC figure. That's what it was, I believe, basically in the anime as well. And it would have tied in with the rest of that gold there and looked so much better. But, whatever. This is what we got. You can take the top part of his fist and that'll click into the bottom. And there you go. There is him with his dividing driver. It's actually quite a big weapon there. But let's get into some size comparisons. The first one that I wanted to do is him with his SRC figure there. So as you can see, this is a very nice representation of the original here. You can definitely see what they were going for. Obviously a lot more articulation in this guy, but if you're a GaoGaiGar fan, you have to get this. And I'm really glad that I was able to get my hands on it. Another comparison that I wanted to do is this is Sky Gold Run. Because I don't have... what's his name, Leon Kaiser yet to make him Great Gold Rand, but as you can see that he's still taller than him, and this guy was a little bit bigger than G1 Predaking, so that should give you a good idea of how tall this guy actually is. One more size comparison that I'll do is, I'm sure most of you guys have something that's equivalent to this, but here is G1 Hot Rod. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks. If you like these Brave figures, these are the ones that I really am starting to get into a lot more, and not buying as many G1s. I'm obviously going to keep on doing that, but I just love the Brave figures. So if you like them as well, let me know, and those are what I'll keep on buying because that's what's on my eBay watch list. Talk to you later. Bye.